your life.
Well, good evening and welcome everybody to our Diamond Jubilee celebration episode of MANN DARPAN. Yes, this is our 60th episode and we are proud and happy to share this with each one of you all. It is also the International Day of Yoga that's just round the corner on Monday, 21st of June. This was initiated from 2015 by the United Nations Assembly on the insistence of our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi. And since we have this special day coming up, we've made this episode extra special by teaming up with Diamonds, our really gems, the experts that we have today, to bring about the essence and importance of yoga and mental health, which we call a winning combination. So, welcome once again, and let us now welcome our guests on this show today. To begin with, we have with us Shri Durgadas Sawant. Sir is
Namaste.
the
Good evening.
Vice Chairman of YVN. He's also the organizer for the diploma course on yoga, yogic therapy, naturotherapy, and natural living. Many years of experience and wisdom in the field of yoga. And we are so happy and proud to have you as our guest today, sir. Thank you
Thank you.
for being
Thank
here
you,
with us
doctor.
today and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Along with Sir, we have Dr. Manali Padye. Dr. Manali Padye is a homeopathic consultant, very well known for her work, and her specialty is skin disease. And she is a yoga teacher as well. She is
Namaste.
always someone who's actively involved in social work and community service, and that's how she is part of our program today as well. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you, sir.
We
Thank you,
have,
sir.
thank you so much. We have the voice talents of Rebecca, a teacher who's always there to help us every time to make our shows very special with music in it. And we have Vipasi, our 8-year-old who has joined us today with her parents, will also be giving us a few demos for the show. Thank you so much for joining us all on this show. Let us begin by asking Sir uh, Savan sir, why do you believe so much in the power of yoga? ये क्या बात है योगा में कि आपका विश्वास इतना अटल है इस चीज पे? Please tell us.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Almeida ji. Yoga is a age-old science as well as art, and it's basically concerned with meditation initially, just to ask, who am I? That I am not mere body or mind, but something more subtler, Atma or pure consciousness, what we call. But then it started with a journey, a lot of continuous stream of so many personalities. So, Maharshi Patanjali went for prescribing Ashtanga Yoga. Yama is concerned with the society. Niyam is concerned with the self-discipline. Asana is the psychosomatic posture. Pranayam, it's basically controlling the pranic energy or rather than breath. By controlling the breath, one can control the mind. And then Pratyahar, concerned with the control of the sense organs. And then Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi, that's part of meditation. And then Hatha Yoga is being more practical. They added, they prepared even a broader, foundation for laymen like me and you, that so many asanas they derived. Maharshi Patanjali is not mentioning about any asana. He says asana should be steady, the quality of the asana. Because asana is not exercise, physical exercise. So it's a steadiness of the body, mind, and relaxation of the body, and then taking the mind to a subtler level. But then so many types of bendings by observing the living and non-living objects in the earth. They gave the shape and designed so many asanas. They added this Shuddhi Kriya, the cleansing processes, because unless the body is cleaned, the body and nadis are cleaned, then the prana cannot, energy can't flow properly, and then we can't control. By controlling over that energy, we can go, evolve ourselves further, and that was the whole idea. So they contributed so many asanas, then the kriyas, then pranayam, so many types of pranayam, like that, mudras, bandha, etc. It was their contribution. And it has got an effect, although it is for to know, pure consciousness and all that. But the journey will start from the body, and then through breath and through mind, it will take further. And so it has got first of all effect on the body and mind from preventive point of view. from curative point of view, yoga is highly beneficial. And the total personality development it has got an integrated approach and integrated effect. Yoga doesn't deal with the diseases but the diseased. So it's concerned with the total personality development. And the peak of the personality development is the self-realization that I am pure consciousness. But it's a long way to go. But before that, mind is important, body is important, whether it's the muscle toning, blood circulation, ligament, all that physical benefits are there. And then mind is most important. The Taiteru Upanishad explains it very beautifully. Manayavam manushyanam karanam bandha mokshayoho. It is mind that is responsible for the binding. It is mind that can be responsible for the liberation. Forget about liberation, but even mind can have a positive end approach, can have a negative approach. Mind can create the diseases and mind can heal the diseases. So there is the tremendous potential of the mind, and that is exposed through yoga. So even in asana or all yogic practices, three types of effects are there. One is local effect, whatever we do at local area, body area, whatever that happens. Then associated effect means, supposing it's a backward bending asana, the effect won't limit it to the spine itself, but it can have effect on your lungs, it can have effect on your abdominal organs, mean all other system, and most important, mind. With every practice, although it looks asana physical, the effect is not mere physical, but even at a mental level, that effect is there. In other words, wherever you use the body, the mental stress is diminished, and whenever you do not use the body, the mental stress is magnified. And that's the reason psychosomatic disorder, we say. So the symptoms are there expressed on the body, but actually the root of the diseases are in the mind. And unless we act at that root, it's okay to controlling blood pressure or to controlling diabetes by taking some medicine. It has got a temporary effect. It is also required in emergency, but that is not the sole solution. We will have to act at the root cause of the disease, and that is the mind. And so yoga influences the mind, and so that's why it is highly beneficial.
Very beautifully explained. And जैसे आपने बोला है कि there is a localized effect at the place where the exercise is being done, that part of the body associated, as well as specifically for the mind. तो डॉक्टर मनाली, ये तो मन की बात है, आप तो त्वचा के डॉक्टर हैं, तो आप योगा के तरफ कैसे आकर्षित हुए? How did you find your place here?
Thank you, sir. See, I am practicing from last 28 years, and since practicing in skin, I used to always come across the psychosomatic disorders. And psychosomatic, all these skins, psoriasis, lichen planus, and other disease, they are psychosomatic disorders. So I used to always feel ki they are taking medicine, but disease are coming again. So I came across the yoga and these yogic principles. So I came to know that if we control our mind, then we can control the psychosomatic diseases also, because our mind plays a great role in everything. And because of that, the pranayams are very important in the yogic practices, because when we breathe, what happens? Breathing is the indication of life. And when we become angry, we see our breath rate is increasing, and when we are calm, our breath rate decreases. So pranayam always means in disciplined breathing. Disciplined breathing means normally we are also breathing, so it is like when we are walking as a normal walking, and if our army people are marching, that is a disciplined walking. So breathing, pranayam, is a disciplined breathing. We take in with a proper proportion, we breathe out in a proper proportion with some kumbhaks, and kumbhak means retention of breath. So today, as mind is concerned, so we have to know the pranayams. What major pranayams which everyone can do are anulom
Right.
vilom, and they are Ujjayi Pranayama, which everyone can do. And Kapalbhati, which everyone hears, it is not a pranayam, it is a kriya. It is a process in which our sinus cavities are being cleared out, because when we breathe, our sinus cavities are also involved. There is a air in it. Because of that, only we feel lighter. So Kapalbhati is not a pranayam; it is a kriya. And I will request sir we will give one two demonstration of Anulom Vilom and Ujjayi. Sir will give
Very
instructions
nice.
and I will show you.
That will be
how
nice.
simple,
Very nice.
how simple they are. Yes.
Go ahead.
Sir, you can give instructions. I will perform. I will give
Sure.
demonstrations. Sir. Yes.
Okay. So pranayam is a disciplined breathing, as I rightly said. It's if the normal breath rate is about 15 per minute or so. In pranayam, it will be hardly some 5, 6 per minute initially, and it will be further lessened. One of the primitive pranayam going right from Vedic era is Anulom Vilom pranayam or Nadi Shuddhi pranayam. So we have to sit traditionally in some meditative posture, but not necessary. Even on chair, what is important is shoulder should be a bit back and spine should be erect. So Dr. Manali is sitting that way, even on chair, and with the right hand, she is closing the right nostril with the thumb, left nostril is open. Ideally, Moolbandha, the anal contraction is, recommended to go for only chest breathing, abdominal breathing, although it is more effective breathing. But so far, pranayamic techniques are concerned, we are not supposed to go for that abdominal breathing, but more of a chest breathing, being a controlled breathing. Now, madam is starting breathing in, that is known as purak in the yogic terminology, through the left nostril, shoulder up, upper chest, lower chest up. She is closing it, opening the right nostril. She is slowly throwing the air out, that is Rechak, lower chest down, upper chest down, shoulder down. Same nostril again, she is breathing in. This is known as purak, then closing and breathing out. It can be 1:2 ratio, means the time interval. Say if in 5 seconds, if you breathe in purak, in 10 seconds, we can breathe out as you go on practicing. And kumbhak is the later stage. Let us not discuss about that. Even if you do purak and rechak, and if possible, it's 1:2 ratio, a huge benefits one gets. It's continuous, it is being a cycle fashion, right to left. I'm the left to right, then right to left, again left to right, right to left. Hardly some 4 or 5 breaths per minute. And that is what is controlling the breath. It is like a brake. If you control the breath, you can control the mind, because mind is the culprit. Hurry, curry, and worry has become the silent feature of modern lifestyle. So mind is just rushing and rushing. So how to control? It's very easy to say control the mind. Okay, cool down for others, but when it comes to me, not easy. So breath is a key to operate the lock of the mind, and it's greatest research done by your yogis. So how to handle the mind? Learn to handle your breath. So that's the beauty of pranayam. So it can be minimum done for 5 minutes, our type of pranayam. Another pranayam is the Ujjayi Pranayama. The general framework is common. It's just the Purak and Rechak variations classifies or differentiates pranayam from each other. So here the hands are in Padma Mudra, or any other way it can be kept. Again, straightness, everything is there. Moolbandha, there is anal contraction. Again, the chest breathing is there. Here the sound is produced by frictional contraction. Frictional sound is produced like a whispering, through the contraction of the glottis, or rather partial contraction of the glottis. Rest of the general framework is same. Yeah, madam, be there. Apply Moolbandha. Slowly breathe in with hissing sound. Shoulder up, upper chest down, lower chest down. Slowly start recheck, that is breathing out, lower chest down, upper chest down, shoulder down. 1:2 ratio. Again, Purak. Yeah, breathe in. Supposing in 4 counts, if you breathe in 8 counts, you have to breathe out. So this was the demonstration of Ujjayi Pranayama. Again, minimum 5 minutes it should be done. Another pranayam is Bhramari Rechak. Here, Bhramar is the honey bee, or rather flower bug. So we have to hum like that. So let us see. Have that mudra. Now you be in. I will take that sound. You be in Padma Mudra. Yeah, Moolbandha is there. Again, same way breathing is there. Slowly shoulder and chest, and then while exhaling, there is humming sound. Very calm. Again, slowly. Have your own time. No hurry in pranayam. Slowly breathe in and start Bhramari Rechak. So by original sound is in the throat, by vibrating through the. You don't worry, madam. The nasopharynx, that humming sound comes. So for demonstration purpose, we have taken only the 3 cycles. That should be continuous cycle after cycle. Again, hardly some 4 or 5 cycles per minute. So like that, it affects the pituitary gland and hypothalamus immediately, cooling down, reducing the stress, reducing all psychosomatic parameters, like whether it is the blood pressure or diabetes or hypothyroid or and lungs. Beautifully, it brings the cough out, affects the at a certain level the alveoli, And then wherever it reaches heart or the abdominal organs, wherever it reaches, it had a positive effect on it. So these were the just three pranayam we have. I think Bhastrika, it requires bit more practice, wherein like Kapalbhati, the chest is fixed and only epigastric region is very fastly, so that gives a super oxygenation of the blood,
Yes, but
and
they
activates
say
the lungs like any.
Bhastrika is
Yeah,
very helpful for the lungs,
yeah,
especially now in COVID times.
no,
You want
correct,
to tell
correct,
us just
correct.
the background
Yes,
of how
yes,
to do
yeah,
that?
yeah, 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 yeah. So almost even Kapalbhati Kriya is very helpful. So all the practices, but more. So it requires to master that technique, of course. Wherein there are two parts. Just like now we have seen that Purak and if possible Kumbhak. We have not seen the Kumbhak part now because it requires more practice. Minimum some 4 or 5 months. This practice foundation is required. Then only one should go for higher. Otherwise, instead of benefiting, it can harm. So the specialty of Bhastrika Pranayam is second part is just usual, Purak, if possible, Kumbhak, then Rechak is there. The first part is the fast epigastric movement. So you have to breathe in fully, expand the chest, shoulder, fix it. Mulband is also there. There is anal contraction. So only epigastric region is available to what we call move, and it should move very fast. Some 20 times, 20 to 40 times. Then you have to exhale the breath out. That is the first phase of Bhastrika. That makes it differentiate, like a bellow of the blacksmith. Then rest of the second phase is common. Purak, Kumbhak, Rechak is there. Let us just see that first part. Complete breathe out. And then as usual, Purak is there. Then Kumbhak if possible, of course. Then Rechak. 1:2 ratio between Purak and Rechak is always there.
Very nice. I think all our listeners, Jaideep, Nushaz, Rense, Janet, Raja, Dr. Mateen, Ritu, all of them are appreciating how beautifully you all have explained these breathing exercises. And two things, दो बातें जो सामने से मन को आता है कि एक psychosomatic, there is mind and body connection. So yoga helps in both the mind and the body. And as you said, the root cause, दवाई गोली वगैरह हम भी हमें हमेशा अपने पेशेंट से यही बातें करते हैं कि 50% तो दवाई गोली आपका काम करेगा, लेकिन बाकी 50% में आपको आगे बढ़ना है. And it comes like yoga, exercise, support, family support, self help. All these things are important, and yoga plays a very prime role. So,
And in this context, Doctor, Ayurveda
yes,
beautifully put it. Ahar,
yes,
Vihar, Nidra. That is the tri-formula of health. Correct food, correct movement, and relaxation of the mind. We have exploited that. That's why we are suffering from disease.
very true, very true. So, this year with our guests, we are trying to bring about the importance of all of these together for a healthier and a happier lifestyle. Right? Thank you everyone for joining us as we understand that these breathing exercises in COVID times are even more important on a healthy basis for a curative as well as a preventive aspect in case of these COVID times. Now
And
that we've
even for
understood,
mind,
yes, sir.
even for mind.
Even for mine, very true. So as was explained, गुस्सा अगर है तो आपका ब्रीदिंग गुस्से में देखो कैसा है, और जब मन शांत है तब देखो कैसा है. So when you want to calm yourself down, focus on the breathing and calm the breathing down. And if you do this on an everyday basis, your mind will be less impulsive. The monkey of the mind, as they say, जो यहाँ वहाँ दौड़ता है भागता है, वो और आपके काबू में रहेगा. Your mind will be more under your control if you practice these exercises on a daily basis. और कितना 10 या 15 मिनट भी काफी है, बस इतने के लिए as a शुरुआत के लिए every week if we plan to have, start with 3 times a week, go ahead to 5 times a week, but start doing it and apply it to yourself. Very beautifully explained. We have more coming up that can be done simple, doable, and practical. But we also remember this month as the month of June, where we celebrate the World Environment Day. And notice that I made sure I have some artificial pool here, but Phil be just to remind us that nature, flowers, and all of this is so important. So we would like to invite Rebecca to come forward. And Rebecca, you've always been there to help us add a little music and charm to our sessions. We'd like you to give us a song which is very apt for the World Environment Day as well. And congratulations, you took your first shot of the vaccine today, right?
Thank you,
So,
Doctor.
very good. All the best for everyone who takes the vaccine. Everybody must try to get vaccinated. Rebecca, which is the song you're singing for us?
Yes, Doctor, today I'll be singing a song, Avara Bhavre. It talks about nature, it talks about birds, flowers, and everything.
How nice. Go ahead.
आवारा बगरे जो हौले हौले गाए, फूलों के तन पे हवाई सरसराए। आवारा बगरे जो हौले हौले गाए, फूलों के तन पे हवाई सरसराए। कोयल की कूहू कूहू, पपिए की पीहू पीहू, जंगल में जी करके जाए जाए। नदियाँ में लहरें आए, बरकाई चलकी जाए, भीगे होठों से गो गुनगुनाए। गाता है साहिल, गाता है बहता पानी, गाता है ये दिल, सुन सारे गामा पदानी सारे। आवारा बवरे जो हौले हौले गाए, फूलों के तन पे हवाई सरसराए। रात जो आए तो सन्नाटा जाए तो, टिक टिक करे घड़ी सुनो। दूर कहीं गुजरे रेल किसी पुल से, गूंजे दड़ा दड़ी सुनो। संगीत है ये, संगीत है, संगीत है ये, संगीत है, मन का संगीत है सुनो। बाहों में लेके बच्चा माँ जो कोई लोरी गाए, ममता का गीत सुनो। आवारा बफरे जो हौले हौले गाए, फूलों के तन पे हवाएं सरसराए। थैंक यू।
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving us that beautiful song. And Twinkle, Prashant, Daisy, Neelam, Arun all join in and give you compliments for your beautiful singing.
थैंक
Thank
यू।
you. It may not be very easy आज के तारीख में कोविड टाइम्स की वजह से कि हम लोग बाहर इतना नेचर के साथ जुट जाए. But let me tell you, as a psychiatrist, there's a simple exercise called visualization. आंखों को बंद करो और देखो आपको जो देखना है आंखों के सामने. The eye of the mind is the most creative. See what you want to see there and you will be, whether it is Switzerland or Satara, जहां पे भी हो. Make sure you use the visualization exercise also to make yourself feel better. Thank you very much, Rebecca, for giving
थैंक यू
us the
डॉक्टर।
beautiful quality of your song. Thank you. We go ahead in conversation with our two guests, Savan sir and Dr. Manali. We have just seen the breathing exercises, which are simple and which we can do on a daily basis. Yoga is helpful for psychosomatic illnesses and also to calm the mind specifically to get to the root of the problem. अब इसके साथ अगर हम थोड़ा और आगे बढ़े, how can we help our mind and body better with some more asanas? What is the basis of helping up the mind and body through yoga? Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's a body mind approach you have seen, and nowadays a lot of psychic issues are there, depression and phobia and anxiety and whatnot, sleeplessness, insomnia. So we are more dealing with that. So problem is in the mind, obviously, but sometimes dealing with a disturbed mind directly is not that easy. So there is a via media, and that is body. So through body we can approach mind. If there are balancing, asanas which will demand the mind to balance, automatically that mind functioning module will change, and that helps to relax and further, come out of that psychic issue. So there are so many asanas which are balancing, but we have to think of a common man, which are very, very simple practices that anybody, a layman, and especially that patient who is already suffering from all these disorders, can practice. So such simple practices like, say, Tadasana, then say Garudasan, then Dvipada Marjarasan, all are demanding to balance. And another pranayam, we have seen some of the other pranayam, but especially just before going to bed. Otherwise, also we can do it. But just before going to bed, when especially the depression patient or the insomnia patient, if practices about 5 minutes, that Kantha Brahmari, just modification in that, it will be highly, highly beneficial. There is another Murcha pranayam also. But let us have the demonstration of Kantha Brahmari along with these asanas.
Yes, sir.
Sir, first we will show Garudasan. First we will show Garudasan. Okay. Sir is standing straight. This is Tadasan.
This will be seeing later on also.
Yeah.
Now, the Garudasan I will show.
Yeah. Sir is taking right leg, twisting from front. He has taken his feet back, and again he has twisted his arms. Now this is, we have to open or keep eyes open, because this is a balancing posture. And same thing, we have to repeat it from left leg. We have to fold the left leg from front and cross it over the right leg. And same, we have to wind the arms. And now sir will be showing us Dvipad Majarasan. First, he is in a four-leg position. First, we have to keep distance. We have to keep our knees together, and there's a comfortable distance between our hands. Now, first, he will lift his right leg and head, and now he will try to lift the same hand. So this is Dvipad Majarasan. Now, same thing he will do with the second left side also. Now again, both the knees are together, and now he is doing with the alternate leg and hand. Yes, this is a right leg and left hand. Then again, same side, same leg and same. This is little bit difficult to take right hand and right leg together up. It is little bit difficult. First, we should try to take alternate hand and leg. Yes. Now sir is showing us Kantha Brahmari. In this, we have Purak is same. He is inhaling, and while exhaling, he is just doing the Jalandhar Bandh, that is fixing the chin on the jugular notch. He's just fixing his chin on the. We have a notch here on a jugular notch. This is Jalandhar Bandh, and then he is exhaling in the humming sound. So this is Kantha Brahmari. This is very, very beneficial as far as mental disease are concerned. Very, very beneficial. Thank you,
And
sir,
sitting,
for wonderful demonstration.
right, and sitting in that form, the Vajrasan,
Yeah.
that also has its benefits.
Yes, sir. That also has its benefit. As it is benefit, it is the digestive system is very much improved. And Vajrasan is the only asana which we can do after lunch or after meals. Rest all asanas we need a gap. So this is very
Right.
good asana for digestive system to improving digestions. So that is and
So,
very good asana for joints also.
so if we
Will
want to do our yoga in the morning, what are the do's that we have to keep in mind in case
what?
of empty stomach, etc. वगैरह क्या
Yeah,
दिमाग में
yeah,
रखना
yeah.
चाहिए?
Yes, sir. For when we want to do morning, already everybody is empty stomach. So morning time is very good for doing the yogic practices. One should be empty stomach, and it is better if you go for a bath. And if you don't have time, you can just wash, freshen yourself, and you can go for the yogic practices. Main important is your sitting posture, your sitting place. It should be not very hard, not very soft, and your yogic mat should be very big enough. Your body part should not come out of the mat. Means because if there is a energy flowing in our body, and if any body part is touching the floor, then our energy get discharged. So it should be, we should see that it should not get any body part should not touch the floor. That is very important. And if you want to practice yoga in the daytime, you have to keep difference between at least 2.5 to 3.5 hours gap should be there after your meal. After light breakfast, you can go after 1.5 hour also. So these are the
Right.
main things which we should follow, and you
Right.
should be mentally calm. That is very important. Suppose today you are not feeling well, or you have some pain, you have some fever, so you can skip that day, because your mind should be there. There should be awareness with what we are doing. That is very important.
और जैसा सर ने भी बताया था, आप भी अक्सर बताते हैं कि योगा इज नॉट एक्सरसाइज, यू हैव टू एंजॉय द एक्सपीरियंस ऑफ डूइंग व्हाट यू आर डूइंग.
Yes.
कभी कभार ये मोटिवेशन कम होता है, एंड थैंक्स टू यू डॉक्टर मनाली, आपने मेरे पीछे और मेरे परिवार के पीछे लग के आपने हम सबको योगा कोर्स ज्वाइन करवाया, एंड वी आर हैप्पी. होल ऑफ मे वी डिड द योगा कोर्स एवरी मॉर्निंग, मी, माय वाइफ एंड 2 children, 2 daughters. एंड आई थिंक अगर पूरा फैमिली ये करता है तो पूरा बेनिफिट सबको मिलता है, प्लस मोटिवेशन बिकम्स इजियर. आज
Yeah.
एक का मूड कम है तो बाकी लोगों के साथ मिलके सबका मूड अच्छा हो जाता है. So
Yes.
that way also, if a family takes it further, it is good. Sir,
And
आपने तो yes, yes.
sir, yoga's definition given by Patanjali is yoga chitta vritti nirodham. It means that yoga helps you to keep your chitta, that is mind, under control. So definition of yoga itself is like this: chitta vritti nirodham. So definitely it helps everyone.
Or
It's like
we
that.
all want to try and keep our mind under control.
Yeah,
साइकाट्रिस्ट की
definitely.
तरफ का आपका बिल और दवाई गोली का खर्चा भी कम हो जाएगा अगर मन
Yeah, yeah.
कंट्रोल में आ जाए तो. This
Or
holistic approach has been appreciated by Annie Teacher, Janet Silveria, and also those others who are seeing this and have complimented the fact that we need a happy and a healthy lifestyle more than ever today. Yes. Uh, there's
and
also the balancing that was there, sir, जो आपने बताया. I think that वो centralizing of your balance helps in increasing focus, concentration, stability, stamina, all of these aspects, patience, tolerance, सब कुछ. तो शायद शुरुआत में तो इतना आसान नहीं रहेगा, लेकिन वक्त के साथ अगर हम लोग यूं ही करते रहे, लगे रहे, तो I'm sure we'll get better with time. We have to be consistent and persistent. Yes, your views, Dr. Manali and Savant sir also.
Yeah. Just to add, we talked about the technical aspects, asana, bandha, mudra, kriya, pranayam, dhyan. We talked of the behavioral aspect, that is yama and niyam, how we have to behave, some constraints. Similarly, there is a yogic philosophy. That's why generally we say, I practice for say 40 minutes or 60 minutes or 1.5 hours. I refer to the only technical aspects, that asana, pranayam and all that. But yoga is a way of life. So it's an inward journey. It is not workout but work in. Beautiful it is said. So to know me, and so philosophy is very, very important. For in one of the definition in Bhagavad Gita about yoga, one Dr. Manali referred to from Yoga Darshan. So in Bhagavad Gita, samatvam yoga uchyate. So yoga is equanimity. So duality are their part of our life. So wherever there is pleasure, there can be miseries. Wherever there can be appreciation, there can be criticization. Wherever there can be success, there can be failure. We have to understand them as the part of life. Wherever there is birth, there is death. But we should look at it with equanimity. That is sthita prajna, it refers to in Bhagavad Gita. So that approach is very, very important. But why people are suffering from depression? Basically because we are not ready to accept the situation. We revolt with the situation. So make the mind to accept it. That's the philosophy of yoga, and that will help, or that will, there is no question of curing of depression. It will stop at the very root of going into the depression itself. Mind is responsible for creating that depression. So only mind can, resolve the position. मेरे आंगने में तेरा क्या काम है, ऐसा पूछते हैं, like that. So medicine doesn't have much role there. It is
But
mind
yes,
has created, mind can give the solution.
very
Thank
true.
you.
और इसके लिए I think at 64 आपका मिजाज, आपका agility, आपका active and alert personality is something to be inspired with. I saw your movements also, hopping onto the bed, doing it, coming back. I
Thank you.
envy this type of alertness and activity, but it is the lifestyle. And as you rightly said, not work out, but work in. Yes,
yeah.
Dr. Manali.
Yeah. So this is what sir said very correctly. So this we have to be with ourselves. हमको हमारे हमारे पल में जीना है, आज में जीना है. कल क्या हुआ, कल क्या होगा, दैट इज नॉट इम्पोर्टेंट. आज में जीना है. और ये भी कहा जाता है कि चले चित्तम, चले वाते चले चित्तम, निश्चले
निश्चलम
निश्चय
भवे।
निश्चल भवेतम.
हाँ,
दिस मीन्स कि हमारी हम जब जिंदा है तो हमारी सांस चलती है, लेकिन अगर हम अपने मन को कंट्रोल करेंगे तो हमारी सांसों को कंट्रोल करेंगे तो मन जो है वो शांत हो जाएगा, काम हो
बिल्कुल
जाएगा. तो दिस इज वेरी
बिल्कुल.
इंपॉर्टेंट. और जब हम whenever we are doing any yogic practices, हमको क्या नहीं करना चाहिए. आई विल जस्ट समथिंग टेल यू व्हाट वी शुड नॉट डू. एक तो हमें कंपटीशन नहीं करनी है किसी के भी साथ. हम क्या कर सकते हैं वो हमको खुद के साथ देखना है. इसके लिए भी एक डेफिनेशन है पतंजलि ने जो दी है कि स्थिरम सुखम आसनम, कि और दूसरा है कि अपनी अपनी कैपेसिटी के अनुसार करना है, दैट इज अनंत शैथिल्यम. सर क्या है वो? प्रयत्न शैथिल्यम.
प्रयत्न शैथिल्य, प्रयत्न शैथिल्य।
प्रयत्न शैथिल्य मतलब जितना हमसे होता है हमें उतना ही करना चाहिए. दूसरा दूसरा इतना सारा कर सकता है, मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकती हूँ? तो ये हमें नहीं करना है. यू हैव टू बी इन योर कैपेसिटी. एंड ऑल्सो वी हैव टू सी कि हमने प्रॉप्स नहीं यूज करने हैं, जितना हमारी बॉडी हमको सपोर्ट देती है. क्योंकि हम जब योगा करते हैं, हमारे सारे जो योगिक प्रिंसिपल्स जो रहते हैं, जैसे ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स है या हमारे इम्पल्सेस हैं, हमारे स्टिमुलस हैं, ये सारे ऑलरेडी हमारी बॉडी में हैं. वो जब हम योगिक प्रैक्टिसेस करते हैं वो हमें हेल्प करते हैं. वी कैन डू. जैसे हम उत्थित द्विपादासन करते हैं फॉर एग्जाम्पल, तो हम अपने पैरों को उठाते हैं. तो जब हम अपने पैरों को उठाते हैं तो हमारा ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स उस पर काम करता है. तो हम जब बॉडी का ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स बॉडी पे काम करता है, डेफिनेटली हमारे कोर मसल्स इंप्रूव होते हैं. तो डेफिनेट हमें प्रॉप्स नहीं यूज करने चाहिए. तो दीज आर सम फ्यू थिंग्स विच वी शुड नॉट डू.
These points have been appreciated by Kaushal, Sushila Singh, Pragati, all of them, and we are happy. और ये कोई मजहब से ताल्लुक नहीं रखता है. आप जो भी हो, you can do it because this is the way of life. This is your lifestyle. और ऐसा ही एक पूरा परिवार है जो योगा को इतना अहम दर्जा देता है. Let us bring in Vipasi, 8-year-old Vipasi, who is in the third standard, and with her mummy and daddy. और विपासी का ट्रेनिंग योगा और कराटे का शायद 2 साल से ज्यादा ये चल रहा है. एंड टुडे शी इज so well at her abilities, her agilities, and all of it activity for mind and body. तो मम्मी और डैडी को शाबाशी. मनोज, आप क्या बोलना चाहेंगे?
हर एक पेरेंट्स ने भी योगा बच्चों को योगा सिखाना चाहिए. योगा से जो सेडेंटरी लाइफ जो बच्चे करते हैं, अभी घर पे रहते हैं, तो योगा करके लॉकडाउन में, कोविड पीरियड में योगा से डेवलप हो सकते हैं.
राइट. और मम्मी को महसूस हुआ कोई चेंजेस आपके बच्चे में, जैसे वो योगा और कराटे वगैरह करते आई है? आपको क्या चेंजेस नजर आया है?
यस सर, एक्सरसाइज से विपस्सी की बॉडी फ्लेक्सिबल हो गई है, उसका कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ गया है स्टडीज में, उसका स्टेमिना बढ़ गया है. एज वी ऑल नो, सेडेंटरी लाइफस्टाइल के नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट्स है, बट दिस एक्टिव एंड हेल्दी लाइफस्टाइल विल डेफिनेटली help her life.
वेरी गुड. तो मम्मी और डैडी ने इतने उम्र से ही शुरू किया है सबको बढ़ावा देने के लिए कि विपासी डू दिस. एंड उन्होंने मम्मी डैडी और बाकी सबको देखा है घर में trying to have a healthy lifestyle, and therefore the child learns from the environment around. विपासी, आपको कैसा लगता है? मजा आता है आपको योगा एक्सरसाइज वगैरह करते समय?
Yes sir,
You enjoy?
I love
Very good. तो आप कुछ दिखाने वाले हमको? Yes? You are going to show us some demonstrations? Yes. Go ahead.
Yes.
Yes.
विभक्त पश्चिमोत्तानासना, मिडल स्प्लिट.
Very good flexibility. Very good.
Next is Ekapada Vrikshasana, 3 folds.
Very good. The
This
sense
is
of
this,
balance
yeah,
which
yeah,
helps us. Very nice.
especially helpful for psychic issues.
Very good, sir. Very good. We must keep that in mind.
Parivartit Chakrasana, lateral bend.
Very good.
Next is Dandastha Vakrasana, standing twist. Next is Chakrasana, heel twist.
Very good. Very good, Vipasi.
Raja Bhujangasana.
Very nice. Very nice.
Very flexible.
यस, तो ये 2 साल का जो मेहनत है वो करामत अभी हमने देखा है. वेरी ब्यूटीफुल एंड लाइक ट्विंकल गोगरी सेज वेरी नाइस एजिलिटी एंड दिस विल हेल्प इन द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द माइंड एंड इन द स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ द बॉडी आल्सो. तो बहुत बढ़िया. आप लोग एक मिसाल है दूसरों के लिए. यू ऑल आर एन इंस्पिरेशन, विपासी, बाकी सब बच्चों के लिए और हमारे लिए भी, कि हम आपसे प्रेरित होके ऐसा योगा रोज करें. करते करते मन और शरीर दोनों का फायदा हो. Janet also has complimented you all for all the display of beautiful display of the asanas. Keep it up, my dear girl. और ऐसे ही करते रहो. You feel happy, enjoy the experience. Yes, we are very good. जाते जाते any message that सावंत साहब देना चाहेंगे और मनाली मैम आप देना चाहेंगे?
वही अभी मैं देख रहा था, वही है कि दूसरा डेफिनेशन जो योग का बताया, योग कर्मसु कौशलम. सो स्किल इन एक्शन इज योग. इन ऑल फील्ड ऑफ द लाइफ it will improve your skill, it will make you better. So practice yoga regularly and be better in your field. We can't say salvation in this life, but at least at a physical, social, mental level we'll be better, healthy. So be happy and be healthy. So yoga is the secret of it. Thank you.
I think that is very well said. But I will always remember the words that you said, work in, not work out. You know?
Yeah.
तो ये एक लाइफस्टाइल का हिस्सा बन सकता है. ऐसा नहीं कि आज का ये योगा करो और आज का योगा खत्म. लेट इट बी अ वे ऑफ लाइफ. और आपने जो हरी वरी और करी के बारे में बात किया था, ये बचपन से मेरे मम्मी से भी सुनते आया हूं मैं. सो आई ऑलवेज टेल माय पेशेंट्स आल्सो दैट गैस्ट्राइटिस या एसिडिटी वगैरह काफी लोग शिकायत करते हैं. हरी वरी करी, और ये जो वरी है, मन और पेट, ये दोनों इतना जुड़ा हुआ है कि अगर मन शांत है तो पेट शांत रहेगा, पेट शांत है तो मन शांत रहेगा. और दोनों को शांत रखने के लिए योगा इज अ वंडरफुल अप्रोच टू कीप इन माइंड. जाते जाते मनाली मैम, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? यू वुड लाइक टू गिव अ मैसेज?
मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूंगी कि जरूरी नहीं है कि योगा के आप एकदम फाइनल पोस्चर्स पे पहुंच जाओ, शीर्षासन वगैरह वगैरह, जो आप कभी कभी लगता है कि हम नहीं कर पाते हैं तो इंटरेस्ट नहीं रहता है. योगा हम अपने डेली लाइफ में भी डाल सकते हैं. अगर हमने सिर्फ हमारे योग विद्या निकेतन की एक बहुत ही अच्छी टेक्निक है जो हमारे गुरुजी ने हमको सिखाई है, निम्बालकर गुरुजी ने, कि प्राण धारणा. मतलब हमको हमेशा अपने सांसों पे जब हम कोई आसन करते हैं तो वी डेफिनेटली हमारा कॉन्शियसनेस अपने ब्रीदिंग पर लेकर आते हैं. जैसे प्राण जो है वो हमारी ब्रीदिंग का प्रतीक है, सिंबल ऑफ अवर ब्रीदिंग है. और धारणा मतलब हम अपना जो ध्यान है, कॉन्शियसनेस है, उस पर लेकर आते हैं. तो अगर हमने इतना भी किया कि कभी हमें लगता है कि हम मेरा मूड खराब है या मुझे गुस्सा आ रहा है, उस टाइम भी अगर हमने अपना ध्यान अपने ब्रीदिंग पर लेकर आए और हमने स्टार्ट किया अपना ब्रीदिंग काउंट करना, जैसे अंदर लिया और बाहर छोड़ा, दैट इज वन ब्रेथ। तो ऐसा अगर हमने ब्रीदिंग पे भी अपना कंसंट्रेशन रखना चालू किया तो इट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प। बिकॉज जरूरी नहीं है, हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है, क्योंकि आज की डेट में सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट है अपने मन को खुश रखना और हम जो कर रहे हैं उसमें रहना, आज में रहना। वी हैव टू बी अवेयर ऑफ व्हाट वी आर डूइंग एंड हाउ वी आर डूइंग। क्योंकि अभी ऐसा होता है, हम दरवाजा बंद करते हैं, दूध का गैस बंद किया कि नहीं, दरवाजा बंद हुआ कि नहीं। जब ये सारे प्रॉब्लम्स क्यों आते हैं? क्योंकि हम दरवाजा बंद करने के टाइम हम कुछ और सोच रहे थे, गैस बंद करने के टाइम हम कुछ और सोच रहे थे। तो ये सारे प्रॉब्लम यहाँ से शुरू होते हैं। तो अगर हम जो कर रहे हैं उस टाइम हम उस चीज के साथ जुड़े रहें तो ही हम आगे जाके अपने माइंड को स्टेबल कर पाएंगे। दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। और यही टेक्निक हमें सिखाई गई है कि हम अपने आसन में भी करते हैं, लेकिन ये टेक्निक हम नॉर्मली भी कर सकते हैं। इसको प्राण धारणा सेकेंड है, प्राण धारणा थर्ड है, ये सब बात की बात है। अगर इतना भी कर लिया, हमारे ब्रेथ पे हमने कॉन्शियसनेस रखा, जैसे जो बच्चे बहुत ज्यादा मस्ती करते हैं तो माँ को हर बार अपना काम छोड़ के आके उस बच्चे को देखना रहता है कि वो बच्चा क्या कर रहा है। तो उस बच्चे को पता था मेरी मम्मी देख रही है, थोड़ी मस्ती कम करते हैं। तो उसी तरह अगर हम अपने मन को देखते रहेंगे तो अपना मन थोड़ा इधर उधर कम जाएगा, वापस उसको लाके
मस्ती कम
अपने
करेगा।
ब्रीथिंग पे रख। यस, मस्ती कम करेगा, ऐसा है वो। दैट इज द मैसेज व्हिच आई वांट टू गिव टू एवरीवन।
Very beautifully said, Dr. Manali. As we come to the close, and as Neelam Gopalan, Ritu, Meenakshi Gole, all of them have said that they have benefited from this session today by the beautiful pearls of wisdom that Savan sir, you, Vipasi and her family, all of you all have put across. And I'm sure we are all going to try to make this a healthy lifestyle. So even the song that Rebecca sang, it brought us the importance of nature. That is part of our life and lifestyle. We have to give it importance. और कोविड में, क्वारंटीन में अगर ऐसा कुछ है, हम लोग को घर में रहना पड़ता है, तो मैं अक्सर लोगों को यही बोलता हूँ, यूज योर बैल्कनीज वेल, यूज योर टेरेस वेल, यूज योर खिड़की वेल, go and get sunshine and sky. That is important for us. We are made to be out. अब अगर अंदर रहना है तो किस तरीके से हम लोग इसका फायदा उठाए, ये बहुत जरूरी है. Our vitamins, our balance of mind, all of this is related to nature, to light, and each of this. So we must make it a point to have a healthy lifestyle. आज आप लोग सब यहाँ उपस्थित रह के, being our guests on the show, you have helped us understand the value and put across that yes, yoga and mental health is a winning combination. मेरे 25 साल के ये experience as a person in the mental health field, as a psychiatrist, counselor and a motivator, I have seen कि जो मेरे patients ये सब करते हैं, उन लोग अपने तकलीफों से और जल्दी निकल आते हैं, उन लोग अपने आप को और अच्छी तरह से संभाल पाते हैं, और दवाई गोली का सिलसिला जो चलता रहता है वो कम होता है, और अपने आप पे उनका कॉन्फिडेंस और विश्वास जो है वो बढ़ता जाता है. So don't wait to have problems. Even if you don't have problems, make yoga a way of life. This is the best time. 21st को International Day of Yoga जो सामने आ रहा है. The theme is of yoga for well-being, and well-being both of mind and body. तो हम लोग कसम खाना चाहिए कि we will make this a part of our life. Simple things. आज इतने अच्छी तरह से आप लोग ने simple breathing exercise, simple balancing exercises आपने जो सिखाया हमको, we will make it part of life. We will be inspired by young little Vipasi and do the best we can. एक अच्छा सा फोटो अभी लेना बनता है for this Kodak moment, so that we have everyone here. Just a minute. And memories, like I always say, having happy memories is important. Let us have a nice Kodak moment of this show that we've had. Smile, everybody. Yes, towards a healthy lifestyle and happiness. Thank you once again for being with us today.
Thank you so
And
much.
let me also wish all the fathers, kal Father's Day hai. So everybody make it special for the fathers. वैसा तो फादर्स डे और मदर्स डे तो रोज होता है, काम तो मम्मी और डैडीज को रोज करना है बच्चों के साथ और खुद के साथ, बट कल का दिन थोड़ा स्पेशल, थोड़ा खास for the fathers. Happy Father's Day to all. And जुड़ते रहना हमारे कार्यक्रमों से. We have Man Darpan 60th episode today. We have lots of other programs that we do, all to bring about mental health awareness और shame और stigma जो मानसिक स्वास्थ्य से जुड़ा है वो दब्बा को दूर करने के लिए. If you've liked this program, make sure you recommend to your friends and family also that they see the recording of this on the YouTube and the Facebook. और हर Saturday we meet on Zoom for our program Man Darpan. Once again, thank you everybody. Savant sir, thank you very, very much for all the wisdom, knowledge and experience you have shared. Manali ma'am, for your guidance and everything that you've taught us today. Little Vipasi and the family, aapse bhi hum log bahut prerit hue hai. For Rebecca and a wonderful song. And not forgetting Anirudh of 1MD for giving us this platform and helping us reach to so many. Thank you everybody. Have a wonderful
Thank you, sir.
weekend ahead and stay happy, stay healthy.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.